thanks for tuning in. SyrupDishes here, dishing you up some new content today. We're really dishing it up. So I had a colleague come to me and say, boy, they tried to make some potato cheese soup. It's some of their favorite, and they just didn't get it right. They said, I think my cheese coagulated. I said, I don't think your cheese coagulated. You probably got it too hot and it's separated. Two different words there. And I said, hey, tell you what, I make a pretty good potato cheese soup. I'm not Gordon Ramsay. I'm not Guy Ferrari or anything like that. But I tell you what, I make a good potato cheese soup. So let me go ahead and make a batch and let me show you how to make it because I love this potato cheese soup. I think it's pretty simple. I think it's pretty straightforward and it's going to be delicious. So check out how we make this. I'm going to sit back and enjoy some of this awesome, delicious soup. Oh, God, it's good. Look at that. It's just delicious. Stay tuned. Let's go ahead and take a look at our ingredients here. We've got Boullian cubes, better than Boullian, about 8 russet potatoes, 7 large carrots, a pound of bacon, a stick of butter, brick of Velveeta, and some whole cream. We're going to go ahead and fill up a pot with warm water and get it going on the stove. I use the Boullian cubes because my better than Boullian is pretty low. Go ahead and start peeling your potatoes, get those nice and clean, rinsed off, and then move to your carrots. Peel and rinse those. We're looking for any grit and dirt to clean that off. You're going to trim the ends of the carrots and any remaining chunks of potato you don't need later. Cut your potatoes into about 1/2 inch thickness and then go ahead and slice that into thirds, almost like French fries. Then go ahead and dice from there. You see we have nice small cubes. Those are going to cook nicely and be bite-sized tasty bits. Check on your pot of water. Make sure your water and stock is boiling there and get your potato mixture in there. That's going to start cooking while you chop up these carrots. Cut them the long way and then dice the short way. Make sure to get rid of the ends. Go ahead and get your carrots into the potato mixture and stir that up quickly. That is going to be cooking while you prepare the rest of the items. Go ahead and take your brick of Velveeta and cut that into 4 long strips, and then you're going to dice it into 1 inch or 1/2 inch cubes. This is going to get set aside and used later. We want to get this all prepared and ready before we start cutting up our bacon. I pre-cut my bacon into small 1/4 to 1/2 inch strips because when I cook it, it's going to be nice and hot and I can drain it and get it into the soup right away without having to let it cool before I put it in there. Get a pan, saute pan, nice and hot, and go ahead and get your bacon started in there while your potatoes and carrots are still cooking. Check your potatoes and carrots frequently. Use a fork. If a potato scoots around, it's probably still a little bit raw. If it mushes or cuts easily, it's done. Do not overcook them at this point because they'll get mushy and fall apart in your soup. Remember, there's another step where you're adding the cheese that they'll continue to cook. So I go ahead and drain my potatoes and carrots at this point, and I put them back into the pot which they were cooking. I get some hot water started, and I'm going to fill this pot up just above the potato and carrot mixture. At this point, I get it back on high heat, and I grab my better than Boullian chicken bouillon, and I use 2 teaspoons of this because that happens to be what I have left. Keep it in the pot there. I spilled a little bit, but it's a great amount. This is going to add your salt content, so I don't need to add any extra salt or seasonings to this. I do add some butter, 1/2 a stick of butter, not margarine, butter, to this soup, and that is going to add really excellent flavor. While it's boiling and simmering, turn that heat down a bit and add cold whole milk. That'll cool the soup down, but you want to get the temperature on the burner down so this creamer does not burn and stick to the bottom. Go ahead and get your Velveeta cubes and add those in at the same time. Make sure you're taking your time. Whoops, what happened there? Take your time, use a spoon or a spatula to scrape these in there so that you're not making a huge mess. Let's watch that one more time so you can learn from my mistakes. Oh no. Too quick. Just acting too fast. Come on, guys. Grab a spoon, get it in there. Now I have a mess to clean up. Get this on low temperature so nothing is sticking to the bottom or burning. Get it stirred up and mixed in well. Check it frequently. Remember, as you stir, you're cooling the soup down, but also you're preventing it from burning and you're checking for that cheese to melt. We're adding a secret ingredient here. It's just 2% milk. That's going to go ahead and add volume. Just give me more soup is all it's going to be because your vegetables are going to soak up some of that liquid and some of that liquid is going to evaporate. Go ahead and check in on the bacon. If it is watery, rubbery, you don't want it. You want nice crispy bacon. Get it drained and go ahead and put it into the soup while your bacon's still hot and stir that in. Again, check frequently that your cheese is still melting on that low heat. Secret ingredient time. I hand grated my own. Okay, you caught me. I bought some grated cheddar cheese. This is about 8 ounces of shredded cheddar cheese. This is really just for that sharp cheddar flavor. I just like that taste. The Velveeta is fine, but that sharp cheddar that you add to it just adds a little bit. Let's go ahead and give this a taste test and see how we did. Oh, that is super cheesy. It is rich and creamy, and oh, you're gonna love this cheese soup. The potatoes are just right, the carrots are just right, and oh, that cheese almost just sticks to the roof of the mouth. This is gonna be delicious. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Well, it's good soup. It's really good soup. I just like this soup. It's so good. Oh, no, I didn't know we were recording. Somebody should have told me. That soup is so rich. That soup is so delicious. It is just the best. You're going to notice a couple things. Now, when I cook, I don't do a lot of measuring. Probably not the best idea, but I really, really just like to go for flavor. And I will grab a clean spoon and taste test as I go. I'll try to give you the measurements and the exact ingredients in the description below this. There are some changes that I make from time to time in this soup. For example, today, if I was going to make it a little differently, I would start with black pepper, just ground black pepper, and go ahead and add 2 teaspoons to that. For me, I just sprinkle a little bit because I don't measure all the time. You could also dice up some onion and cook that with the bacon. Maybe throw some minced garlic in there that cooks in with the bacon. I've also diced up some mushrooms and thrown that in this soup. That's really delicious as well. It's all about your taste and what you like, but I think this is a pretty easy soup to make, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I've made enough for about 12 people, so I'm going to take some into the office, and hopefully they enjoy this as well. Can get the ingredients from below and make their own. So for now, dishing up you some potato cheese soup. Syrup Dishes, thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.